Sweet Intellect.
Welcome. You are tuned in to SIR Radio. This is Sweet Intellect. I am your host, Festive, and we are on episode 5. Okay, we've been learning Spanish as per the last episode. That is 5. Okay, we are on episode 5. Thank you for joining me again. Like always, I'm joined by the best of the best in San Diego. Now, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Okay, so we got Alpha all the way on the end. We're gonna start with him. Alpha, 1, how are you doing? And 2, if you could just share a highlight from your day today. Just let the people know what you want.
Did she say my name first?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Okay. Can you show the camera the grill right now? I mean, the people listening, y'all can't see it, but maybe you could hear the gold.
Yeah, if y'all hear that lisp, y'all already know what's going on.
Okay, that's what we on today.
That's the grill, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good to hear from you. Good to hear from you, Alpha. Okay, and right next to you, we have Kalia, the one, the only. Gang. How are you? And can you give us a highlight from today?
Honestly, I'm good. It's always fun being on Sweet Intellect Radio. And a highlight from my day, honestly, was coming here. Like he's, like he has said before, coming here was like a highlight, and it's always good to be in y'all's energy.
That means everything. That is beautiful. Star, what was the best part of your day? How are you? How you been? What you doing?
I am feeling fantastic today, honestly. It's been amazing. I did a lot of driving, but I did get to play tennis. I got active today. Right. Okay. A girl was knocking them balls out.
That's right.
Okay.
Did you win?
Yes, I did, actually.
All right, there we go. I found a loser.
Oh, damn.
Told on himself.
Damn.
Wow. I want to come to tennis. Hold on, Sweet.
That's what I did. Join us for tennis once.
I did one time, and I had never played tennis before, and I was a little aggressive. It was going not just, outside the court, but just everywhere in the parking lot.
Yeah, it was
but I
hitting
appreciate
people on the playground.
I ain't received an invite yet. I'm not going to take it personal, but, that was the first and last time I played tennis with them. But I am, if you want me back, I'll come back. That's all I'm saying. So it's good tapping in with you. I'm glad you got active. It's always good to get the sweat out, work it out. I would say today, my highlight is definitely being here. Definitely learning. I'm closer to potentially getting the distribution deal via a competition.
Period.
That's awesome. But I think what's bigger than that, whether or not I win, is just seeing the support that I've had from my friends, my followers, my fans, if you will. It was crazy seeing how many people commented my name. Although it's not a popularity contest, we had a lot of love from the Dago scene. So that was the highlight of my day, just knowing how much people are willing to do for me without asking anything in return. So,
and in case y'all was wondering about the popularity, look in the comments.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
You know what?
Y'all want all those rap niggas in y'all videos dancing in the background, singing on the tracks. Come over to the West Coast with my nigga Festive.
Period. You know what?
That's it.
I'm gonna hire you for promo. You gonna be my promo guy. Actually, you know what? I think we just found another business streamline. Speaking of business, okay, we always try to make a profit out of what we do. I feel like as a creative, that's kind of when we have a skill, when we have a talent that's not necessarily a 9 to 5, we see how we can monetize it. Okay, and once we get that money, what do we do with it? Which brings us to our category today. Money. Can we get into it? Can we talk about some money? Do we got it? Do we need it? Oh, no.
No, let's talk about it, though, for sure.
Both. All of the above.
All of the above, period.
The answer is yes, always give me money.
Okay, definitely. Cash App will be located in the link, okay? If you want to donate to a great cause, we are right here. Feel free, okay? Feel free. But I want to see, okay, so first let's start with the basics here. Who got a bank account or who just hitting the shoebox still?
I got a bank account.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's what we're doing. Yeah. I got a
bank account. Okay, show of hands.
I hope we got bank accounts.
Okay, bank accounts. We're grown. We like it. I'm not saying if you don't have a bank account, you're not grown. You might not qualify.
You probably are not watching this.
You probably are not watching this. We are called Sweet Intellect for a reason. So, I mean, no disrespect, but all disrespect. So, okay, we got a bank account, but what about a savings account? Do we have a savings account?
I got one.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have something in the savings account?
Nah.
A little something.
Okay.
Got some change, Just
okay.
Right.
I'll let some change.
Something's better than You lying.
I got like a penny in there.
Every
Something's
penny
better than
counts.
nothing.
You couldn't
For
take the
sure.
penny out though, huh?
I don't ever
You
take the
there's
penny
like
out.
a limit on the transfer.
You feel me? Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You got to
You
be
know
a couple
what?
dollars.
They just go to the
first.
government. Chilling.
It does go to the government. I feel like that's why I get really confused when people get hyped when it's tax return season, because a lot of that shit, if you're getting a return, it's not a good thing. Because for so long you're giving the government your taxes, and then at the end of the year, after they've already spent your taxes and flipped it, they decide, I'm gonna break you off a little bit.
I guess I'll give you a little.
Yeah, a little bit, So I think, to be honest, it is better to break even when you're doing your taxes and getting your tax return. You don't want to owe because you already gave these niggas enough of your money, okay? But you definitely, if it's a refund, you gotta start looking into shit like that. Did y'all file taxes this year?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
If you
perfect.
didn't, the deadline was yesterday.
The
right?
deadline was
Or no,
today.
today.
So it's April
It's
Monday.
17th. That
May.
we're recording. So if y'all watching this right now and you ain't did the taxes
Good
yet,
luck.
baby, log off.
IRS is coming.
Please, turbotax.com. Absolutely. Do you guys do your own taxes though?
This was my first year doing my own taxes, and I pray to God I didn't fuck nothing up. So
Okay, but it was submitted. You got the return. Okay, you.
I did it with Credit Karma because then they like kind of walk you through exactly
Okay.
what to do, so it was a lot
Okay.
easier.
And then what about you? Did you do your own?
I used TurboTax. This was an
How was that?
interesting year though. Well, because this year I had like more self-employment costs, so I didn't make any like returns, but I also didn't owe anything this
Okay.
year.
That's
So
fine.
I took
That's
that as a
it.
whole win. I was
No,
like,
seriously.
Nah,
I don't have to
word.
pay you anything.
There you go.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. I still ain't paying my taxes. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I ain't paying my taxes from like 2019. It's only like $200, but I'm like, fuck, you need $200.
She just
for
playing
it.
government. Kiki, she just joking.
Allegedly.
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 You work at a bank. And
That's
not worried
right.
about your finances.
Don't come and fight JP Morgan, mind your business. Okay, I'm still full time employed. I'm still work with you. But if you need that, just take it. Like, just take it out my account so I don't
Period.
see it.
Yeah.
I file my own taxes.
They will.
They will. Hey, if they need it, they'll come looking. Okay, and I'll be right here. What's up? You need a check? Because I got some. I feel like tax season is always kind of stressful for people, and all of us are individual. Like, none of us are like have kids. Or
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
you own a business,
singles.
so that's a little bit different. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we file as singles. So although it's like the most basic of the basic, it's still really it's anxiety. At least
Facts.
for me,
For
I don't have a good time
sure.
filing taxes.
Same. This year I was literally like, okay, I read the same line like 6 times. Like, is that what it really says? Because I don't need them coming back later. Like, well, it said. I'm like, nah, bitch, that's not what it said. Like,
The frustrating part is when you like, I pressed the help button and the help button was not helpful.
bro.
Like,
Ever.
actually, I have more questions.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know
Deadass.
if he's qualified.
I tried to, I was really confident for the past few years. I would not only do my own taxes, but I would do people's taxes. Alpha, can I share a little information with the people? I'm gonna share a little information with the people. So I got cocky. I was like, Alpha, let me do your taxes.
That's right.
I'm in my bag. Come through. Yada yada. Small fee. Whatever. I'm so glad I just did your taxes. Because that shit did come back. That shit was not right. I was just I was getting friendly.
She handled it. It's cool.
We
He look like
handled
he's still
it.
recovering
She handled it.
emotionally.
We
Throwback
handled
on his
it.
face.
But see, I'm Miss Finesse. So like I'm not gonna say too much because we are on camera.
Damn,
But
I'm
there-
about to say. go ahead,
And
give
we
me your
are
social
talking about this
security.
man's taxes. We
He
didn't say
all of a
your
sudden had
government. It's
children.
fine. We didn't say your government. They don't know you. The state was fine. That's all you need to know. So we did the taxes, and I was like, "This is cool." I thought I did it like legal because there are certain things where you can like forget to put in some or put in the wrong number on accident, and it'll get you from hundreds to thousands. We didn't go that route though. I didn't go that route. I did it the official way and I still fucked up. So with that being said, tax season is anxiety
Yes,
and they
it
will
is.
find you.
Yes,
They will find you. So hopefully y'all filed your taxes. I'm still not paying mine. That's a different topic.
the government do not play about their money.
No, they don't.
They don't
No,
at
they
all.
don't.
Nigga, do your taxes. What are you
I did my
talking about?
taxes. No, they're done.
Oh.
I
She
filed.
did them. She just
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
pay what she owed.
Yeah, you could do your taxes every year. I'm on time. April 15th.
They're gonna catch her in 2 years, and they're gonna
But
be like,
you still
"Oh,
owe.
oh, really balling."
Look, we're gonna be balling.
Right, and we gonna be-
take the little chump change.
Matter of fact, it's double. Here you go. Get some nice.
Pass it to the homie.
Get some nice. Yeah,
You only want
exactly.
2 zeros. You sure?
Nigga, what?
That's how. Oh, interest? Okay, I'll double that. How about that? I got you. IRS more like IR checks on me, baby. Okay, rounds. Let's go. No, but that is my
I'm
logic.
dead.
As crazy as it sounds, my logic is like, well, by the time they catch up, I'm gonna have
I
that.
swear to God.
It's
Better
probably
be
not.
on Hill. You better be on here on everything I love.
That's how I feel about my student loans. It'd be like, y'all gonna have to catch me on the flip side.
Tell me Sally Mae not
I'm
gonna
sure
get
there's
you
a
when you
lot
good.
of people after like Biden got in office, they were like, I don't need to pay this.
Look,
He
they
gonna
better
be
go
fine.
take it up with
Come on.
Joseph because it's above me. Let me tell you.
Don't ask me no questions. Ask Joe. Ask Joe.
Ask
Please.
Joe. Speaking of Mr. Joe, he done gave us some stimulus.
Amen.
He done gave us some money. We had the tax return season. I want to know what, if you could choose like maybe, let's say 3 things that your money went to, what would you say it went to?
Ooh, for the stimulus?
For the stimulus, for the tax returns, all this. Like when you get a lump sum of money that's not a paycheck, that's not something you sold.
Ooh.
Where do you put your economic relief? Where's it going?
Business.
Yeah, I was gonna
Back into
say
the
to
business.
myself and to food and
Food is serious.
yeah,
Okay. Food?
food myself.
What you spending on?
I put it in music. And I mean, I don't be eating, so like I can't really say food, but like I guess food. But I just put Oh, you right. I'm sorry, I'm not leaning. Definitely music. I definitely put in music. I put in a little in food.
We got a dog in the background going
Hey,
crazy
that nigga
right now.
losing. Who is he fighting?
We got
He better not
got a
find his
dog-
way in here.
dog getting his ass beat outside. Sorry, y'all.
Ooh.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, that's about it though. I mainly put it in music. I'm trying to wrap up this album, and I need in marketing. Yeah, it was just music. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
I love
music.
that we all put it back into ourselves.
Facts.
Oh, 100.
Tell me you're an entrepreneur without telling me you're an entrepreneur.
Period.
Like,
I'm
Exactly.
broke.
It did not go to Fashion Nova. It did not go to
Deadass, I
anywhere.
haven't bought clothes in a long time. Sorry, distraction.
I can't
That's
relate.
we
Sorry.
buying clothes out here. We thrifting, we threading. all that
Nah,
good
because
stuff.
like you know what I mean. Like clothes got secondary market value. So like you could just like sell some shit and then get two more of something else. You feel
And
me?
that's true. I was just about to say the fact that we're investing is huge because I mean you can go and spend it on something like food's cool. We gotta eat. Come on now, that's a necessity. But you can go and spend it on yourself and see that triple back. So it's like in a way you're investing. That's the way I see it. You're not just giving it to yourself unless it is pointless shit. But to me, if I go buy an outfit but it's for a music video that's going to
Facts.
equate to streams, it's going to equate to money or some
Facts.
type of exposure that will get me a check. Hey, I'm all for it.
Right,
I'm
right.
here for it. But
Right.
if it's for bottle service at the club, I'm going to feel some type of way afterwards.
Right.
For sure. Yeah,
I will
for
use.
sure.
I did use some of mine for the last one for my hotel stays when I was in Houston. I will
Okay.
say that. Like, I was spending some money.
Uh-oh. Now we're
I
giving our
spent
best
some
life.
money in Houston.
It's
I will
getting
say that.
transparent. It's getting transparent. So with that being said, because we're all quote unquote, we're all investing into ourselves. Have y'all seen an investment return yet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's talk about it. How so? How you see it?
Woo, Dogecoin to the moon. You feel
Uh-oh.
me? Because yeah, we was just talking about that before this whole episode started with Dogecoin and just like cryptocurrencies and all that type of stuff. Like,
Okay.
it's been nice to see you put a little bit in and you make some back.
Okay.
As long as you know like how to move and whatnot.
Now, how would you recommend people? Because I don't know how to move. Full disclaimer, I'm blind to the moves when it comes to cryptocurrency. So how would you say somebody would get into that?
Starts with doing your research on whatever you're like thinking about investing in. Because me personally, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I didn't know what Dogecoin was, but like Rick, he was telling me like, oh, you better put into Dogecoin, it's gonna go up, blah blah blah, because he looks into what the stock market is saying. There's always articles. I think they put out, I don't want to, okay, anyway, they put articles out like often, and you can always figure out and always read and find information about no matter what the current cryptocurrency is. Same thing with like what's that shit called, like forex and foreign exchange pairs and all that type of stuff too.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you invested in any crypto?
I have just
Okay.
recently because I've been skeptical in the past about it, but
Yeah.
with Dogecoin, yeah, I was like, because when I got it, it was still under 10 cents, and I was like, okay, well, if it's gonna go up, let me do it. Let me just see,
Right.
and shit, it's still up.
I was
so
about to say, what is it at now? Do we know?
I think it's at 50 something. I looked at it earlier today.
Yeah, it's at like 40 to 50 cents right now, but it has hit up to 75 cents in the past. So it definitely went up, and it started like below a penny, and then it hit that 10-cent mark. Then it yeah,
Wow.
it's been going
Yeah,
up.
I think if you're just trying to get into stocks or crypto in general, like your first thing needs to not be putting money in. It needs to be like learning what
Facts.
you're looking for. because there's a lot of different keys, and you can listen to certain people and like read the articles, but at the end of the day, you still have to be able to evaluate if you're willing to risk your
That's
money
so
for
true.
this,
Yeah.
because it is a risk.
Right.
Really, it is.
You're not guaranteed, but
I think, is it something, have you been involved in crypto? Would you ever consider it?
No, not at all. Definitely, I'll consider it though, because like I wasn't really like into like investing like that. Only because I just knew how much there was to learn, and it was kind of intimidating.
Yes.
But
Seriously.
like I'm like really into sneakers, which nowadays is pretty streamlined with investing. So I'm not as scared. It's like, okay, it kind of works the same way, you know. So
That makes sense.
funny enough, I actually saw some video, I think it was on YouTube today, where this guy, he was trading like a bunch of different things. He started with like sand to like
saw that
swimsuits
too.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he ended up trading a bunch of shoes for a Tesla.
No, that worked.
Wow,
Like,
that's crazy.
I don't watch The Office a lot, but when there was an episode where Dwight was like, he's gonna he was at it was like a garage sale, yard sale, whatever, and he was like, I'm gonna trade my way up to the biggest, most expensive thing here, and he like that's like a real thing. You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy.
Yeah, Jim traded a pack of some magic beans, and he ended up leaving with like a TV. It was crazy.
Because
It was crazy.
he was so dumb for that.
And, I mean,
was so dumb.
but I
off the
mean,
way.
to me, that's something I can get into, because cryptocurrency, you have so many. Same with stocks, same with investments. You have so many different things that you have to study, just like you said, and you have to watch. And I mean, I get you. Like, it's the same with sneakers. It's the same with clothes. However, these are things that we already know of. You know what I mean? And I think for the longest time, they've made it kind of intimidating to people with the access of the internet.
Yes.
We have the youngins investing now. We have not just the old Caucasian 1%, 2% people. We have the people who don't have much money flipping it. And I think that is gorgeous.
That's
I love to
major.
see it.
I
That's
do have a
major.
question. What do you use cryptocurrency on?
Well, there's like different, like I know different places now are starting to accept Bitcoin as like payments and shit like that. Like I seen some girl that I have followed on Instagram. She posted that there was like a whole Bitcoin ATM. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
I've
and
seen
then
one at Par Liquor.
yeah,
Yep,
really?
they got a
In San
Bitcoin
Diego?
ATM. Yep.
That's fucking
Southeast
crazy.
Dago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Whew,
crazy.
they was like, I know where
But
y'all
also-
niggas putting your money.
Right. And also you could I mean you can always like convert the crypto to like US dollars and get your coins.
Okay, crazy.
And they do have a debit card now. Like you
Yeah.
can just swipe it and you use your crypto like regular cash.
Shit crazy. It's coming up for real crypto.
That's kind of like, I would be intimidated if somebody like came into the bank and was like, I'd like to withdraw money from this card, and it was a crypto card. I'd be like, oh, you got money.
Yeah, that
How much
sounds
you
scary.
need?
Hi, how you doing? What's your name? No, I'm
Right. Like, okay, you ain't got no kids. Okay, you want hundreds, 20s, because I'm off at 5. Like, I can count it for you then. That's cool, you know? No, I think it's very cool that we're having the resources to study this, because this is not shit we learned in school at all.
No.
We didn't even learn savings in school.
Don't get me started.
And that's a generational thing, because if you have people who, if your parents never saved a dime and they always talked about how broke they are, that's kind of just the life you learned. You didn't really learn to go outside of that unless you wanted to. I think for the longest time, I come from a middle class family. We didn't have much, but we had enough. However, it wasn't until I started working at a bank when I was like, wait a minute. I should be doing this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Or I was used to having my family had credit card debt. You know what I mean? They always had to pay off their credit cards. They were always paying the minimum. So learning that it's not just the minimum you have to pay to actually see some results was something that was crazy to me. But God bless the internet, because that's where
Seriously.
I learned it, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in the right time. Like I learned about stocks when I was pretty young, and I think that's just because my dad kind of like tried to teach me that kind of stuff. You know, he never dived too much into it, but he did try and tell me that there are these tools. So there is a site called Investopedia that I used to go on a lot. And if you're not comfortable like jumping in yet to learn how to do that, they do have like this mock simulation. I don't know if they still have it, but they had like a mock simulation where you can practice buying stocks and seeing the real results. Like it would just give you like a certain amount of fake money, and you would just you know invest
That's
it,
so cool.
and it would show you what your returns would be if you had actually done it.
Yeah,
that is so
that's
cool.
fine.
Say what's it called again?
Investopedia, like
Investopedia, that's
encyclopedia, but
dope.
investing.
Investopedia. I like
dope.
that.
That's a really
like
good
that.
resource too, by the way, because it goes in like all the dictionary definitions of any kind of financial term.
Yeah, I think that's huge to have these simulations, because that reminds me, there's like features on, so if depending on who you bank with, there are apps where it'll take you through a journey of your credit. So just like how you said, you could simulate how it would be if you invested this much into this type of stock. They do that with credit. So if you were to get a credit card and you qualify for $1,500, what is that going to do to your credit score? What is it going to do if you have, if you utilize 30% of your line of credit? What will that do for you? And so, like, just being able to toy with that is incredible because
That's crazy.
it's not in the fine print. Like, when you get a credit card, they do not break down, oh, your minimum's probably going to be this, but if you pay this, you won't owe us as much.
Right.
It's never like that. It's like, this is what it's going to be in a year. We're going to tax you this much. This is how much interest it is. And that's the bottom line. And the rest is up to you. And I think that's foul.
And they never get clear about interest either. They don't ever, they really don't get clear about like how much that really costs you. They'll be like, yeah, you're going to pay a little extra on top of whatever you spent. And then you look at it later on and you're like, oh, how did I spend an extra $20,000?
Oh God, because they be putting it in the percentages to make it sound smaller than what it is.
Yeah.
America's a scam.
And you're like, oh, so it's every month. It's,
Literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
That's a lot.
100%. I think it goes back to the whole generational thing.
Oh, 100%. And read your disclosures, people. I know it looks disgusting, but please.
Yeah,
Everything you need to know is in
there.
that hoe.
It is.
For sure.
And you gonna look goofy being like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, well, sir, right here, if we just highlight, if we just read this highlighted portion, this mic is not fucking with me, y'all.
Nah,
Like, every
no, you
week I
different,
have
right? You-
problems.
It's because you spitting too many gems, too much
The mic
fire.
is like,
It's
yo,
heavy.
Too much
Yeah.
fire.
It's off the air though. Cut her mic.
Nah,
No,
you
I-
Odell Beckham right now. Like,
Dead
keep
ass.
going.
Dead-
I
crazy.
feel like the generational thing is definitely a huge part of financial freedom because I mean, just my first car, I paid $12,000 in interest on top of what I needed to pay, and that's because my credit wasn't good enough because I ain't have no credit because I was like 19 years old.
Bro.
So it's like they set you up to
really
kind of
do.
fail. But now, if I would have been a trust fund baby, my daddy could have co-signed for some shit, and my credit would have been 700 by the time I hit 18. Or like I know a friend who married somebody. And he qualified for fucking American Express card, and he whipping a 2021 Honda, living his best life just because he married somebody and got the financial gain from them, got the credit gain from them. So it's like, if it's not generational, it's you got to know the right people to get the advantage.
Swear to
Nah,
God.
And that
for
marriage
sure.
thing is an up and down too, because if you marry somebody who has a terrible credit score, it almost balances out, and you can take yours from the highest to like just mid range and
Yes.
for nothing.
That's true.
That is so true. I swear to God, I say it all the time. I've tweeted it. I'll be putting it on the internet. Like, Rick has been helping my credit score. He been helping me learn about investments and stocks and all that shit because it's really about who you know. And like,
Yes.
even like, I'm the middle child of 5, but like my little brother, he's 13 years old, and he was like, "Wait, what's Dogecoin? How do I invest in Dogecoin?"
Wow.
I'm like, "Wow, like if I wish that could have been me." You know what I'm saying? Like, it really matters about who's around you, who you know. That shit is important when it comes to this type of thing.
Right. What about Forex? What about foreign exchange currency? How y'all feel about that?
I actually never dived into that till
I
I learned
did.
enough about it.
Okay. You
She
did?
said I did.
Uh-oh.
I did, but like I have like pros and cons. But what I will say about like the pros is that what I like is that they put out news articles every day about excuse me, like about each currency pair or like, you know, things that have happened in that country that may affect the currency,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
So like that's what I like, so that it's like every day you could go in there and really make a bag or lose a bag. You know what I'm saying? So
Was that like a daily investment kind of thing?
you could trade daily, you could trade whenever you want, honestly. Like
Oh, okay. So
what,
it's not.
what oh sorry what I did was like you fund your account. You could go like from $100 to however much you want, but like you fund your account and then you basically gambling with that money. If you go in for a trade that's like 5 minutes long or 3 minutes long, you better hope that shit hits in 3 minutes, and then
Yeah.
you making big profit or you losing profit. You know what I'm saying?
100%. That's the thing with foreign currency is that it's changing by the minute.
It's so fast.
It's so fast. You
Yeah.
have to catch it. It's wild seeing people like I thought this was like a youngin thing, like being on your phone type shit, like it just got new. But I see older people come into the bank who are like, "Hey, let me order like 12,000 in some Vietnamese dong." And I'm like, "Girl, what you going to Vietnam?" "Nah, but like I'm finna flip this." She doesn't say that because she's like 80, but like
yeah.
it's the same woman who comes in and buys like 1 million Vietnamese dong
Right.
every week. And I'm like, "Sis, when you gonna make it back?" Like, I'm just praying
Right.
for her. I'm like, "Sis," and she got not too much. I'm not gonna disclose, but she doesn't have too much, but she's really, really betting on this. And so to see that it's been going on, people have been trying to catch on this Forex wave for a long time now. I'm like, why ain't nobody hitting like this? Because cryptocurrencies seem to just come up and go. It just took off. Forex, I feel like it was a wave and it passed us.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead.
I think with crypto, it's because people can see like how much more, reliant we are on like the technological
Yes.
part, like we can see a use for it later on. Like eventually, like how many people right now like don't carry cash on them
Right.
because they have a debit card. So eventually they're gonna be like, yeah, I got my phone, boom, boom, here you go. And like with Forex, it's a lot of people don't even pay attention to what's happening in other countries.
Right. Because there are certain things happening, like you said. Like we could make a treaty with somebody right now, and that makes the dollar in fucking Russia go down. You know what I mean? Like we could get into some shit. We could go to war with somebody, just like the gas prices. You know what I mean? We could have a negotiation of something and it goes wrong, and then next thing you know, that's changing shit all across the board. So Forex could be bad. Like there are certain currencies that will be non-available due to shit we got going on right now and who we're talking to.
That's why it's so important to like understand when it comes to especially Forex. Like that was my main thing I learned, was it's important to understand how to go about the trading with Forex versus just like gambling and being like, well, fuck it, let me just try to throw this trade in there. Like, you know what I mean? Because I know people, no cap, I know people who have went from like, being like college dropouts to making, I think Baby said she about to hit like 6 figures this year off of Forex. And like granted, there's like other shit that plays into
100%.
signing up for Forex and all that bullshit. But like as far as trading, I probably could go to somebody's Instagram right now and they posted a trade where they just made a whole rack. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's hit or miss, honestly.
It is. You just got to have the time for it, for real.
Learning
Time,
that shit.
or at least like the right investment strategy, because you don't have to go hard. Like you can do safe bets. Like there's still bonds and things like that you can buy that are a little safer. Like they last you 20 years. You ain't gonna make a ton of profit, but you gonna have them.
Right,
Right.
Most def.
And you said something earlier. You said something about the crypto, how we see the realness of us going to a digital age. We got our wallets on our phones now. We got shit on our watches. We have the tap, what is it, the
Apple Pay.
You could tap a card on the thing. You don't even have to swipe it or insert it now. So I remember when we were during the pandemic, we were going through the pandemic, a lot of people stopped taking cash due to like bacterial reasons. And a lot of people, we had a huge coin shortage. So like nobody, they were like, please use exact change because we ain't got you. If you ain't got the exact change, we ain't got you.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, so it makes me wonder, like, I know there was a lot of conspiracy theories about like, oh, they want us to go digital and da-da-da-da-da, so they can take our money whenever they want and control us. Do you think that's just a conspiracy, or do you see that holding any truth?
Oh, I can see that for sure. Because like even if you talk, like if you look at like the environmental side of like mining crypto and stuff like that, it's where they're housing and creating or whatever. That takes up a lot of energy. Like imagine if all of those servers or whatever that's storing the crypto and the transactions just crashed.
What?
Woo!
Can you imagine like if everybody was on that and everything crashed?
This
the
world would go up in
dark.
flames.
Yes.
What?
Fast.
Yeah, you ever have your bank account app fail? You can't load it?
Yeah, you're like,
Ooh,
oh,
that be
wait.
having me fucking
I'd be ready
west.
to pull up to the corporate office, the headquarters, like, nah, open the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm about to call the number on the back of the card because I need to
Deadass.
know how much money I have right now. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I don't trust the government, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like if it's not a conspiracy theory, like if that's facts. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Let me go the digital age. What about you? You carry cash off of?
Hardly.
Hardly.
I mean, yeah, hardly. To be honest with you.
So you gon' let's say they got a new feature and it's like, hey, we got this little chip going on. You can access your funds this way, that way, the third at all times. Matter of fact, you get your paycheck 2 days earlier if you get this chip. Only thing is it's gonna be right here.
Damn,
Right
I was
here
like,
on the
you talking about a
wrist.
debit
You
card?
gonna get it?
It's in that vaccine.
Right. I ain't say that, but I said it. You feel me?
Nah.
No.
Nah. At least not like nah. I don't know how I feel about technology being inside my body knowingly. Like, I don't know. How I feel
Knowingly?
about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying they'd be like, oh yeah, it's a fucking chickenpox vaccine. It could probably just be whatever the fuck. You know what I mean, but knowingly, like you want to put a chip in my body, I'm good off that.
It's a COVID vaccine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
We're not spewing conspiracy theories.
We're not here. Here Sweet Intellect Radio. We do. It's just based on our personal views and shit like that. But that does remind me, because I mean, I feel like we haven't tapped in on the vaccine since the first episode, and at that time it was only 11% of people who were fully vaccinated. And as of recently, we've learned that June 15th we are being maskless. You are allowed to be maskless if you have the full vaccine. Does that give you guys any incentive to go get it?
Hell nah.
Damn.
I'm
Still
still wear
no.
it.
Hell
You
nah.
can still wear it. Wow.
I'm still wearing my mask too. Like
Shit.
personally, I tell everybody the same thing, bruh. Like I was in a house full of people with COVID. Drink your elderberry tea. up your fruits and vegetable intake. That shit will boost your immune system. COVID is taking over people's immune systems. A lot of people who have like passed from COVID, there's definitely some people who have passed from COVID alone, but a lot of people have passed from having like underlying health issues along with COVID. So I'm not pro-vaccine at all. I'm not shaming you. You know, it's your body, your choice. But I'm not getting that shit.
She said, miss me. Alpha, what about you? You encouraged at all?
No, I'm good off that. But kind of, because you know what I mean? Like, I can't really, like, there's a lot of, like, limitations of what you can do if you don't have the vaccine. And, like, my parents stay halfway across the country. So, like, I can't really see them if I don't get vaccinated.
You can travel without it.
In a car? On a plane?
On a plane. It's certain countries that you can't go to.
The fuck? Yeah, I'm pulling up, for sure.
Oh, okay. There you have it. I will say, I think first episode, I was like, fuck that vaccine, hashtag. As I think of it more and more, I do want to experience life, which comes back to like, yes, I am considering the vaccine, especially if we can go maskless. I'm sorry. Like, I do respect y'all for wanting to wear your mask, but I cannot breathe. And I swear if I got to do one more workout with the fucking mask on, I will lose my mind. I'm so tired of being in Planet Fitness with a goddamn soggy ass, wet ass mask around my face.
I ain't mad at you at all
really
for that.
helping your lungs, though.
My lungs helped enough. She done prepared. She done revitalized. She's ready. Okay, she's ready for
funny?
outside.
There were people like before pandemic that were just running down the street. You ever seen those super athletes that would just wear them big old masks because they limit your airflow? Like, you know how many people? They was just mad because they wasn't in shape. That's all they was.
Right. Hey, you got a point. They're thriving right now. Those people with the oxygen, the fucking whatever those are called. Yeah, whatever those are called. They said, "Oh, mask. I got mine right now. I got you. Oh, pandemic. Yeah, for sure. I do this every Tuesday.
Come through with the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, no. I'm excited to tap in with y'all and continue to get the updates because as we progress through season 2, we're seeing a lot of changes just on the outside. Season 1 was all filmed throughout a pandemic. We went through the ups and downs of learning how to do shit while being locked inside. Season 2, shit is opening up. So hopefully season 3, we live in our best fucking lives. That's for sure. You know what? One thing I do want to talk about because it's been so present in my life, and I feel like having beautiful melanated skin on the airwaves with me, I feel like it needs to be addressed. I feel like right now in the middle of a pandemic, we are learning how to small talk again. It's been really hard because people have been inside for a really long time. They don't know how to fucking speak. And lately, you know, being in the work industry, 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, I've noticed a lot of microaggression that I think we need to reapproach and revisit because it's okay to get a refresh on how to talk to people, right?
Amen.
For the people who don't know, what is microaggression?
Microaggression is being passive aggressive. In my head, I'm gonna give you the literal definition, but this is how I view microaggression. Microaggression is when you pretty much say something without saying it. You feel me? Passive aggressiveness is a huge part of microaggression. So when I say something like, let's say I'm white, okay? And I'm like, hey, yo, brother, what's going on now? Bring it in. Come on here. No, that's microaggression. To target a certain audience in a way that you know might just connect with them that you never fucking do outside of that is microaggression. And I think it's wrong. And I think we've all experienced it.
Big facts.
So how do we go about negotiating this microaggression? How do we go about stopping it?
That's so hard.
Come on now. Not sucking the teeth.
Sound racist to me. I don't know.
It very much, I feel like, ties to racism and white supremacy and all that shit. But
100%.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
hard because it's like, for example, like, I'm going to just say it blunt. Like, white people always try to connect with me about hair.
Yes.
Like, they always try. I was in the grocery store and this lady came up trying to touch my hair and I had to do the swervo on her. Like, ma'am, you feel me? I don't know if it's that people just don't know or if they just don't care and they think that that's what's right. But it definitely, like, comes to, like, each one teach one, I feel like.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. That's really difficult.
Yeah, I feel like as a Black person, like, if it's personally bothering me, like, my only job is to say that it's bothering me.
Okay.
And then, like, I have to let it go because you're not going to take me out of my element and then turn me into a different person. And then now I'm perpetuating some stereotype. And now you're just going to approach the next person like that. So for me, it's just communication and I got to go. You need to be out of my space.
I love that.
Communication.
Honestly, same, yeah.
Communication. Alpha, what do you do when you experience microaggression?
Shit. Depends on how I'm feeling. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I guess I got micro. It wasn't really microaggression though. This nigga's just being a fucking nerd. He was Oh yeah, I was in the lobby. You know what I'm saying, green people, whatever. He literally no words in between. He walked up to me and said, "BLM." I said, "Well," I said, "What about it?" He's like, "Yeah, some good stuff. I'm all behind it." I was like, Me too. You know what I mean? I'm like, I have no time to entertain this. And he just kept going, and it just got really bad. But it's just like, it really depends on how I'm feeling. I'm not going to lie.
And that's my point, is like the fact that we submit to allow a non-awkward, non-confrontational transaction. I think that that's not okay. I love that you do it. You're at work. You're in your bag. That's not your problem. You on the clock. But it's like, how do we go about this to help people understand? Because sometimes people don't even know they're doing it. Mm-hmm. A lot of the times people don't know they're doing it. You know what I mean? So how do we respectfully tell somebody to check their fucking selves? I would like to know. That's kind of where I'm going now.
I don't have any words for that.
Yeah, they have to be open to listening. Like, if they think it's cool, like, no matter what you're talking about, then there's really no conversation to be had. But like, they have to really be like, you know, entertaining the thought of like, hey, is this okay? How does this make you feel? If they're not getting that far, there's really no conversation.
Yes.
You know
I like that.
And I do want to say, for anybody out there who wants to relate to Black people, please stop making the first two things you talk about hair and hip hop. Please stop. Please stop. Because that's
What she said.
Yes.
Like,
It's the hair for me.
I know you like it, but look, we talk about other things.
I mean, that's why I cut my shit. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
Oh,
I was sick of the conversation.
hell no.
There you go.
They would just be like, you look like a
And
great
stop
bald
trying
black
to
What
man.
you mean?
touch
Then
black
like,
people's hair.
I love you.
Ooh.
Give me 10. You know what I mean? Like,
That's why he said he was about to be like, hey, dude, love your hair.
BLM.
Got you. Am I right?
You thought you had me on, nigga.
Right.
Got your ass.
Little did you know I was the black person at the Capitol. What you talking about?
Period. You know what? We're going to work on that, because I feel like we definitely talked about it in season 1, the whole hair topics. I'm really tired about my hair being a topic of discussion. I would prefer to talk about this stupid ass weather or traffic before I talk about what's on me, because when I walk into 7-Eleven, I'm not tripping on what girl got on, okay? I'm not tripping on who she is and
Unless
where
she
she
is
came
fly,
from.
like-
Unless she fly, then I'll be like, hey, cool, nice hair. Not, can I touch your hair? Is it yours? No,
I'm not
it's
just
on
gonna
my head. It must
go
be,
up
right?
and just try to touch it without permission.
Exactly.
I'll be ready to fight. Like, no, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a no.
But yet we all study move with respect, okay? Unless you get an update if somebody getting arrested, somebody stepped to them a little too sideways. But so far, I think we all handle ourselves very appropriately.
I agree.
We do, and we continue to stay focused on what matters, which is our movement, which is what we want in life, what we deserve in life. With that being said, y'all, I want to tap in with you, and I want to thank you for being on the show. Kalia, Alpha, you guys are the best co-hosts. Oh, my God. No disrespect to previous or future co-hosts, but y'all
Wow.
be killing it. Y'all just come on and like,
we
relax.
said.
Oh, my God. Like, relax. Oh, my God. They're finna take our spot. The fuck? Like,
Nah,
damn.
because y'all really be holding it down. It's like such a natural flow, the way the conversations be going
Thank
and shit.
you.
Like,
That's true.
Sort of
That's
God.
cool. We keep it sweet. We keep it intellectual here. You already know.
It's like work.
Yeah, you already know. Okay, so can you tell the people where to find you, Alpha? Where you at?
Everywhere, especially at your mama house.
Oh.
Ooh.
At It's Dago's Finest. ITSDAYGOS. Finest with a T at the end. Not finesse, finest.
Finest. Get it right. Kalia, where can the people follow you? Where can they find you?
Y'all could go to my Instagram, go to my Twitter, anything, Yo Kalia, YOKALIA, or you could go to Kalia3.com.
Oh, she got a
Ooh,
website. Drop it on them.
website.
Okay, Star. Where can they find you? Where can they locate you?
Instagram, you can find me at editing.nina or Black Press with no vowels, BLKPRSS.
Hey.
Same thing for the website, blackpress.com. Okay.
Yes,
Buy your
ma'am.
tickets.
Okay,
Yeah.
pull up on them.
Period.
Come on now. You can, yes, come on. Yes, I was waiting for the air horns. Damn. And you can find me at Festive on all social media platforms. That's F3STIVE. Before we go, we must set our affirmations. We must affirm what we want, what we need, what we desire. So with that being said, come on now, close the eyes, visualize. All right, get with me. What do you want? What do you deserve? What do you need? Hold that dear to your heart right now. You feel the excitement. You feel the encouragement. You feel the success of you just achieving exactly what the fuck you wanted. And right now you will repeat with me. I have the power within me to create the life I desire.
I have the power within me to create the life I desire.
I love and accept myself just the way I am.
I love and accept myself.
just the way I am.
I am strong in my values
I am strong in my values
and confident in my abilities.
and confident in my abilities.
Last but not least, I have the courage to overcome any challenge I face.
I have the courage to overcome any challenge I face.
This has been a beautiful episode. I thank y'all for tuning in. You have a great day. Stay blessed.
Some affirmations gonna take me to
What?
church. I'm
She
gonna
be
start
writing
speaking in tongues.
dissertations, nigga. I be like, okay.
You right.
Can you use that in a sentence? Like, whoa.
Can you use it in a longer sentence? Speak more.
Like, damn, Festive, come on with it then. Shit.